Welcome to Chi-Town Cigar Podcast, the podcast where three Chicago guys light up a fine cigar and get into everything from sports and current events to hobbies, life's little moments, and everything in between. Whether you're here for the cigars, the conversation, or just some good laughs, we got you covered. So grab your favorite smoke, settle in, and join us for laid-back chats with a Chicago twist. Now it's time to put some smoke in the air.
Good evening, everybody. We're back. It's another week of the Chi-Town Cigar Podcast, and we're glad you're able to join us. I'm Mike. I'm coming to you live from the Aganorsa Studios in Central Illinois. I'll toss over to my other two partners.
I'm Marty. I'm Teddy. Welcome back to another Tuesday.
Yeah, another Tuesday in the heat in Chicago. You know, they're saying the temperatures are going to drop, but we'll see what happens. It's been crazy. So
yeah, it's kind of hot in here out here.
Yeah. So
it's nice though. You can't complain.
It is. So we got a jam-packed show today. We got some people on. Hello, Fireborn. You are cheap and you are easy, but we won't talk about that right now.
Hello, Fireborn.
What are you guys smoking? What are you guys drinking tonight?
Go ahead, Marty. What you got?
I am smoking the Aganorsa Leaf 25th anniversary.
Nice. Good choice.
Yeah.
Teddy?
I got the Lunatic Habano.
Nice.
Beautiful cigar. And about last week, I had the Maduro. Really like this. I love the Lunatics.
And I, of course, I feel so at home today. I'm, of course, smoking the Aganorsa 25th anniversary cigar. So,
should have told me.
Why are we all smoking Aganorsa?
You know what? We should bring Terence Reily onto our show.
We should.
Well, let's do that.
Okay.
There he is.
Guys.
Hey.
It's a well-teamed out show.
Fancy meeting you here.
It's just by happenstance, you know. we just figured you were lying around doing nothing. We'd throw you into the show and get going. Since we're all smoking Aganorsa tonight, so, you know.
No, sounds like it worked out.
And as sorry as I am that Terence and I are both wearing the same shirt, so
it was intentional. I called him up right before.
Intentional.
You guys text each other?
Yep. I said we got to do the white t-shirts tonight.
Yes.
It's gonna look smoking.
As the fun size one would say, Terence is my man crush. So she's like, you're obsessed with that guy. I go, it's just the cigars. It has nothing to do with Terence. So, but Terence, welcome to the show. We're glad you're here. We're glad you could take some time out and join us. This should be a fun and interesting show. We are going to let Marty take over here. But I've got a question first as I was doing some research.
Sure.
Do you know or have you come across the other famous Terence Reily that spells his name exactly like yours?
In this industry or in life?
Not in this industry, but he's in it. He's in.
Oh yeah, from the Stanley Cup or something. The Stanley.
Yes.
The
Stanley
Cup. Yeah.
The Stanley Cup. Then not the hockey, not the hockey Stanley Cup, but the Stanley Cup.
Yeah. The metal can that everybody loves. Yeah.
Also, then he moved on from there to Crocs, and now he's over at Hey Dudes.
Well, he sounds like a genius. I'll be honest with you. I don't know him personally.
It's almost scary to read his biography and hear the accolades he gets for marketing, and I'm like, it's got to be something in the name because
I think he's a few steps ahead of me, but it's nice to have something to live up for.
You know, you can start going to the restaurants now and going, I'm Terence Reily from Hey Dudes.
No, it's a problem is that in New England now, because there's Terry O'Reilly from the Bruins, and like a couple of times, like people would be like, "Oh, I thought Terry O'Reilly was going to be here from the Bruins." I was like, "No, not that Terry O'Reilly." So I'd see Terence Reily, and they would just, I don't know, they just assumed it was him. So I guess there's a few people. I'm not even the best Terence Reily out there. I guess there's a few better ones.
The more I read, I'm like, this is because, to search your name, and all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, this is not the Terence Reily I'm looking for, and you got to put in Terence Reily Aganorsa. But to read it, I'm like, going, this is crazy. I mean, it's the exact same spelling. Yeah, it's like, it's not even like the TERR. So yeah, it's crazy. So
he's a great American.
He is a great American. Yeah. I mean, look at what he did for Stanley. He's got all those women walking around with Stanley Cups, and it's gone so far that Drew Estates now has jumped into it with their new Freestyle Live. They're putting their cigars in Stanley. I don't know if they're Stanley Cups or cups like those, but yeah.
No, it's the guy's done an incredible job.
Yep.
What do you
so Marty?
Terence?
Oh yeah, Terence. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
What are you smoking tonight?
I'm having the Aganorsa Leaf Arsenio
So good.
in the Corojo, not in the Connecticut, excuse me, a long day, in the Corona size.
Yeah, you've had a busy couple of days.
Yeah, I've been running around. Well, I just call those days. No, I was in Tampa last week, but I've been back the last couple of days, so I've had a chance to catch up, and now I'm enjoying myself with you guys.
Awesome. Well,
Thanks
Marty,
for being here.
Yeah, Marty, we'll turn it over to you. You can lead us down this crazy path, and we'll see how this goes.
Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. I'm excited.
All right. So, you notice that the guy in the mirror there is wearing the polo and khakis.
Oh yeah.
Glitch in the Matrix.
No, wow, he's a great
And I'm
That's
wearing my polo.
That's got to be real, though. The mirror's got to be the real image.
That's right.
It's up to us to decide, I guess.
Yes, it is. You're absolutely right.
There's nothing more real than khakis and polos.
I wear khakis and polos a lot.
See? You know.
And
That's
I was
right.
wearing this red color shirt and my khakis the other day. I went into Target and somebody asked me if I worked there. Does that happen to you a lot?
Somebody asked me one time with the red polo shirt, I get mistaken for employee places. Like a couple of times I took my son to I don't know, one of these bouncy parks where you're just amazed they haven't been sued 500 times for all the injuries. And this guy came up to me and he was like, "Hey, can you change the TVs? I don't know." I just at first I didn't understand. I'm like, I mean, maybe, I don't know. I guess you just have to ask somebody that works here. And he was like, "Oh, oh yeah." I was like, "You thought I worked here, didn't you?" And he's like, "Yeah."
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, the red polo is by far the one they think you work at the place. You could work at Best.
Right.
You could work at State Farm. You could work. I think at probably Target. There's a lot of places.
Circuit City.
Circuit
Do
City.
not mention State Farm in Illinois right now. That's very bad right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up a bad
They just
image.
upped the homeowner. They just upped homeowners insurance 27% as of
my
August
God.
15th.
They gotta pay.
Yeah.
They gotta pay that money to what's his name?
JB.
Yeah.
JB, yeah. Our awesome governor.
So you guys, speaking of Target, you recognize the Target logo.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the Target logo? Does it look right to you?
No,
Target.
really.
Target. It says
Target.
Target.
RJ.
Yeah.
I think that's right. Yeah.
Isn't it the circle a little different too?
It is a
No.
little bit different.
Yeah, the
Oh.
circle. Yeah, okay.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
So it used to be like that.
Good old
It
Target.
did actually. This was the 1962 logo.
They were around in 1962.
I guess they just started.
Wow.
Looks kind of like something out of a psychedelic film or something.
Yeah.
The original.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's an example of the Mandela effect, and that's what we're going to have some fun talking about. We wanted to figure out something that maybe, Terence, you hadn't gotten any questions in all the shows you've been on. Make it a little bit fun.
Oh, there we go.
So
Keep me on my toes.
Yeah. So what is the Mandela effect? It got its name. There was some lady who's I don't know if she's a conspiracy theorist or what, or paranormal. She was a paranormal investigator, and she noticed that there were a bunch of people, including her, that thought that Nelson Mandela died in prison in the 1980s. That's what she remembered, even though he was released in the 90s and then
became president of the country.
became president of the country. He died in 2013. So, and then people started noticing a bunch of other things like that. So that's where it gets its name from.
Nice.
So basically, people have like false memories. Is that what it is?
False memories, yes.
Collective false memories, or like it just spreads or something?
Collective false memories, yeah.
Okay.
Like groups of people all share.
Okay, now I just want to make sure I knew what I'm getting into here.
Right. And so a bunch of people try and explain it as there's parallel universes, the parallel universe theory.
The multiverse.
Multiverse. Yeah. And that
I've seen a lot of Marvel movies with my son.
I have. Sorry.
at some point these parallel multiverses merge, and some people remember from one multiverse and other people remember from the other multiverse. So that's one conspiracy theory. And then other people say it's like we're living in a simulation and there's like a glitch in the software, or for some people their memories are pointing to a different bit in the code.
Ooh, that'll explain a lot for me.
Fireborn says groupthink throws off memory recollection. So we'll see if that's true or not as we group our memories along your way here.
But can it be true and then it just got switched throughout the years? It could be the option.
Evolved?
Too, right?
That he
Yeah,
evolved?
evolved to a different, like the target picture. Maybe they changed it. And they just didn't want to say anything to us.
So we'll see. There's like a bunch of videos on YouTube if you want to go research it. People put long videos up of all these things that they've noticed. So I'm going to touch on a few of them. So let's see. What's the first one? So everybody like peanut butter?
Of course.
Yep.
Of course.
Is Jiffy your favorite peanut butter?
Jif.
It's Jif, yeah. It's definitely Jif.
It's Jif. Yeah. But a bunch of people apparently remember it as Jiffy.
That one you can see because some people call it that, and so then you end up thinking that's the actual name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard people call it that though, so maybe that's what.
Yeah,
I mean, that one kind of makes a little bit of sense to me because somebody
can't
calls it
figure out how
that,
that
and
one
that's
got
what you know it.
See, this
Right.
is the trippy one for me. This
one's pretty trippy, yeah.
Yeah.
So which one of these is the right Monopoly man? Rich Uncle Pennybags is his name.
It's left, isn't it, with the
I
monocle?
think it's right. I thought it was right. I remember the monocle, but I think it started out as the one on the right.
I always thought you had a monocle.
And that's what I thought too. All this time, there's no way he does not have one.
Joe Machado says it's Mr. Peanut on the left.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking Mr. Peanut. Yeah,
Hello, Joe.
Yeah, maybe I'm confusing him with Mr. Peanut.
I would have guessed the monocle one too. But there's the real Rich Uncle Pennybags. He's never had a monocle. He doesn't have one now.
Yeah, I was
Wow.
confusing him with Mr. Peanut.
Wow.
Peanut has a monocle.
That's trippy.
Yeah, see that one. But again, that one kind of makes sense. You're confusing two rich
Mhm.
creatures. One's a peanut and one's a human, but still, they both have top hats.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely confuse and transpose one for the other.
Yeah, see, I can understand that. I can understand that one too.
See, Fireborn, he had the monocle. Maybe they just took it out. They just didn't tell anybody.
He never had it.
People have looked that one up.
Yeah, I'm sure they
Huh. Yeah, it's got to be Mr. Peanut.
All right, let's do the next one. All right, you guys all remember the movie
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the famous line from Silence of the Lambs when he's sitting in the jail cell and Clarice walks up. What does he say?
I ate his liver with some. Since the Staker tried to take my interview once, I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
That's a great line.
That's what he said, right? Or
He did say that at some point during the interview, but so like when he first meets her.
He goes, Clarice. Yeah, I think it's
Hello, Clarice.
Yeah.
Hello, Clarice.
Yeah. I agree with Fireborn. That was my first thing I was thinking is put the lotion in the basket. But
yeah, well, that's James Gum, and his name was James, no S. James Gum.
James?
Yeah, there's no S on the end of the name. By the way, what was he going to think? Was he going to make that suit and go, you know what? This was worth it. This was worth it. This was all worth it.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Where can he wear it?
Yeah, that's a dinner date suit.
Yeah. You know what? It was all the murder and the skinning. I mean, I just feel like $1 million in this thing. I don't think it was going to satisfy him. To be honest.
No.
So he actually doesn't say hello, Clarice.
Yeah.
Like everyone says hello. Everyone thinks that's the line.
Yeah.
He says, good morning.
Is it good morning?
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't hello, but the only reason, to be honest with you, is I've heard this before. So that's why I thought it was hello, Clarice, as well. But I knew that I read somewhere that yeah, it's like he never actually says that.
So like,
Good to prove.
How did that one get started? Was there like a comedian that said that line? And
Yeah.
everyone was repeating that line and remembering it from the movie.
Sometimes I think it just flows easier. Like, good morning, Clarice. That's not really memorable. You know, hello, Clarice is.
And you can almost do the accent. You can almost do the accent a lot easier with "Hello, Clarice" versus
hello, Clarice,
"Good morning,
yeah.
Clarice."
Hello,
It's like,
Clarice.
Yeah. So, I'm sure it started from some Saturday Night Live skit at some point.
Maybe the writers wish they would have had "Hello, Clarice" in there.
Yeah.
And a fun fact, in the book, he doesn't say Chianti. He says Amarone.
Oh.
Yeah, he says a big Amarone in the book, and in the movie he says Chianti.
Huh.
I've never read that book.
Yeah, I read it a long time ago.
Movie?
Yeah, they're pretty. I would say they're pretty close. The book is a little bit, like always, it has some other story kind of lines that aren't in the movie, but they're not really important, and so it works out.
Yes, Joe. That's what he was saying. Yo, Clarice, what's up, girl?
Yeah. Yo, Clarice.
What up? Hey,
It's
before
out
we continue, look what I got here. If I ran out of the lunatic, I know you comment one time as a cigar dojo, Secretos de Art.
Oh wow, yeah, that's old school.
Yes, I still have a box.
Wow.
That I work to. Yes, it's.
Oh my god,
it's kind of hidden, and I smoke it every time I want to. So
those are
Tell me the box.
You're smoking the fumando la ganancia. Yeah, smoking the profits.
yes.
All right, Marty.
Let's do the next one. All right.
Yeah, this is another
Uh-oh.
trippy one. I heard about this one before. So is it "I'm your father"? That's the one right here.
Luke, I am your father. That's what he says, right?
He says he says something, and then he goes, "I am your father."
Right.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. It's not simply Luke, I am your father. He says something, and
It's
that's
like
a lie.
Luke-
You killed my father, and he goes, "No,
Yeah.
I killed your father," or something like that.
I am your father.
He says, "No, I am your father." Right?
That's what I mean. No, I am your father. Yeah, that's right.
But does it say something like Luke, trust your feelings or something like that, or search your feelings?
Yeah, you know the truth. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So which was the correct one then? I am your father.
No, I am your father.
Yeah.
Not. He didn't say, "Luke, I am your father." Although that's how everyone repeats it.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, they just deleted some stuff. I'm telling you, they're playing with us.
Who's your daddy?
I think a lot of them are simply like you said, like it's just like it's easier to say, even though it wasn't said that way. It's kind of it flows better.
Like somebody said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh,
and then it was
once somebody says it, they run with it, and it sticks in your head.
yeah.
Fireborn says, "Who's your daddy?"
Ooh,
He
yeah.
didn't say,
Uh,
all right, next one. Everybody remember
Bear and saying bears, Papa Bear, Mama Bear, Sister
Yeah.
Bear,
Yeah.
Brother Bear.
I'm too young for this. I don't remember this.
your parents didn't read this to you, Teddy?
No, it wasn't translated in Greek.
I was gonna say
so
they didn't have it in Greek back then.
they did not.
He-
Yeah.
He was reading Thucydides.
Yeah.
So nobody's noticed the spelling.
I was gonna say the spelling looks
For
wrong.
me, for me, it's hard to see from here.
Is it, Baron? A bunch of people swear that it's the Berenstain Bears and not
Is it Bernstein?
the Berenstain Bears.
Stain?
Yeah, Berenstain.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah, the Berenstain Bears. I knew that one. I can't really. It's too. I'm getting old. I can't read it that well.
I guess Berenstain is probably more of a more usual
The
name.
Jewish version?
What?
Yeah, they were. That was the Boca Raton, version.
Oh.
The family that lived on Long Island.
Yes.
All right, next one. So, Fruit of the Loom logo. Does this look right to you?
Isn't it fruits or looms or something? Fruits of the loom or fruit of the looms? I think.
I don't think that's a right. That's not a right logo. I think there's too many grapes.
Too many grapes.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, the background changes, I think, and I think I thought that was the original one.
This looks right to me. Yeah.
It looks right to me, and I'm gonna go look some search that I have in the that they. Yeah, this is the correct one though, right? Oh, man.
Oh,
This is
There's
so
no-
trippy.
Oh wow, yeah, totally different.
there's no cornucopia, huh?
You know,
Yeah.
the other thing too is I think if you just put fruit of the loom or something like that, whatever you put, I think I would, as long as it's fruit, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's the logo.
Yeah.
I thought the
Just
cornucopia
don't put a
was-
banana on it. Don't put a banana.
Oh yeah,
A banana would not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, within limits. I mean,
I thought the cornucopia was all these years.
you put a banana and two, I don't know, apples.
Yeah.
Might be awkward.
Has anyone ever asked you, Terrence, briefs or boxers? Like what's under the khakis?
Yeah, I like those kind of like between versions where they're like not true briefs, but they're not boxers either. I forget what they call them. They're kind of like hybrids. They're kind of like hybrid boxers.
Boxer briefs. Yeah.
Boxer briefs. Yeah, there we go. That's
Yeah.
what they
I'm
are.
telling you,
Yeah.
the Shinestees, Shinestees, whatever Abe was pushing
Shine
a
is
couple years ago.
yes.
Yeah, after
Those are-
PCA a couple years ago.
The
Those things are freaking comfortable.
the hugging pocket. Those,
Yeah.
They should make a brand of Fruit of the Loom with those and put the cornucopia on them because that would fit.
Yes.
There you go.
So
All right, next one. Risky Business. Tom Cruise. Have y'all seen this movie?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. My favorite line from this movie is when he says, "Oh, looks like it's University of Illinois."
But man, I haven't seen that movie in 20 years.
Yeah. The question is, how do you remember the scene where he goes out and dances in his underwear? And
Yeah, he
Yeah.
slides across the room.
Oh,
And everything.
Yeah,
so is he wearing his sunglasses or not in that scene?
he is.
I think he is.
Yeah, I think he is. Don't say
I
he's
thought he
not.
put him on. I thought he
Have
put
you-
him on. I thought
Yeah. They end up on during the dance. I thought.
right. He slides through the first time. I don't think they're on. Then he slides back, and I think they're on.
I didn't research it that well.
With the initial slide, they're not.
Yes.
If I trust what they say on the internet, he doesn't wear sunglasses during the dance.
Oh, at all, huh?
Oh, no.
Oh yeah. I thought they end up on him at some point.
Huh. I think when he comes back again.
He wears like sunglasses throughout the whole movie when he's going to like all the interviews for the colleges and stuff.
Yes, Joe, you're right. He's dancing in his Fruit of the Looms with no cornucopia.
All right, next one. Have you guys seen this movie?
With Shaq?
With Shaq, no?
No, this is the other one with
That's the older one?
what's his name? What's this guy's name?
What is his name?
I can't think of
I
his
can't think
name.
of it now.
Was it 2 movies?
Isn't there a Shaq and a Shazam with
Yeah.
Shaq?
Sinbad. There we go.
Sinbad.
Sinbad. Yeah.
Sinbad. That's right there.
I didn't even know there was one with Sinbad.
Yeah.
I
Well-
just knew I thought it was Shaq.
a bunch of people remember the one with Sinbad called Shazam, but there wasn't one. It was just Kazam with Shaq.
Oh, Kazam was right. There we go.
Kazam.
Yeah.
Oh, so okay.
There we go.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Overall, I'd say I'm pretty connected to reality
So far,
Yeah.
thus far.
good. All right, Curious George. Teddy,
That-
did you
No tail. No
translate
tail.
from the Greek?
No, but we didn't have that. But like I always thought he had a tail.
Mm-mm.
I how he does not have a tail. It's supposed to be a monkey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, monkeys.
Yeah. He never had.
The tail
That's-
doesn't look right though to me.
No.
Really? I thought I remember
No.
with a tail.
I can't. It seems like he should have a tail, but I can't remember him with a tail.
Right.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have a tail in the book. So
Okay, see,
And I don't think you ever really saw it. I mean, other than probably something aside. I mean, it was always his. If I remember, a lot of his pictures were head on. It wasn't like you were seeing the side view of him or whatever. So
all I can say is I'm well grounded. I can tell you. All right, so
That's what
this has been reassuring to me. You know, so far.
you're from the original timeline.
yes.
You haven't been merged with your alternate universe self
Yet,
yet.
I can't wait to meet that psychopath.
Joe said that's the banana from Fruit of Loom.
That's right.
That's what it end up. That's funny.
All right, next one. Everybody remembers this, right?
Of course.
Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
So the question is, how do you spell Looney Tunes?
Looney.
Yeah.
I thought it
Everyone
was
agrees on that part.
T
I think it's LO. I think it's LON TUNES. LONEY.
TUNES, right?
Right.
Oh yeah, I just said the loony. Yeah, how do you spell the whole thing?
Yeah.
Tunes.
Tunes. Yeah. TOONS. That's what I remember, but that could be totally wrong.
Oh,
That would make more sense.
no, it's TU. I thought it was TU. Yeah.
It's
Oh, TU. Yeah. So I had the first part, but yeah, TUNES. Yeah. LOONEY. That's.
I mean, they didn't do. I guess they did some music. They like
That's
did the whole-
surprising. I wonder why. I wonder why they did it without the OON. That's interesting.
Probably somebody just made a spelling mistake. They're like, yeah, tunes, like
Yeah.
songs.
Looking at them side by side, I would have guessed the TOONS, not the TUNES.
Oh, you see, it's funny. Like looking at it, like I'm like, oh yeah, it's the TUNES. Like I recognize the look more. Like it looks funny with TOONS.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
we had a bracket last week with Chief, where we did the cartoon challenge.
Yeah. The best cartoons of all time.
And the one.
Bugs took it over Homer Simpson and the Simpsons.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
I
The King of the Hill.
man,
And King
I don't
of the
know
Hill.
about that, man.
See? Okay.
The Simpsons. Well, the Simpsons did go kind of wacky towards the end, so I guess I can understand that. It's kind of lost it a little bit, but Simpsons. Ooh, that's a tough one. Bart was older than me when the show started.
I want a King of the Hill too. I want a Simpsons and King of the Hill for the finals. It didn't happen.
Yeah, you know.
It happens. That's
Close.
life.
So Fireborn is saying that music was actually a big part of each episode.
Oh, it's kind of
Yeah.
that was that beginning and end, but I don't know. But I think they're like loony cartoons. Even if there's music, I don't see how the tunes has anything really to do with it.
Yeah.
They're not crazy songs. They're crazy cartoons.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one episode where they had the opera
The Barber of Seville.
Barber Seville episode.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Kill the rabbit. They had
Yeah.
Wagner, the Kura.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on to the next one. All right, Febreze. This looks right.
No.
I think so. I thought
It looks right to me, but that doesn't mean anything.
it looks right to me. All these years I thought it was spelled like that. How's it spelled?
I mean, it looks right to me. Yeah.
I think it's Febreze. Oh no, it is. Oh, okay. It is Febreze.
So that's
1E.
1E. Wow.
Huh.
Yeah, that's a little trippy.
I wouldn't even. Yeah, I don't look at the bottle that much.
So the one on the right is the correct one?
Yes.
I'm assuming, yeah.
Really?
Huh.
Now we know when Mike was replaced, right? When the Febreze
That's it.
product
I
came
got too much Febreze in my face.
Interesting.
All right.
That might have been me too, because Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury, yes. So one of the big Mandela effects is people talk about the "We Are the Champions" song, and then does he say "We are the champions of the world"? That's how you remember. That's how you remember the song.
That's what he says, right?
Right.
Of the world. Does
Yeah.
he?
Yeah.
At the end, specifically.
Right. Yes.
Oh, I can't remember exactly where, but I know he says it.
Right.
He doesn't say it in the song. It's at the very end. Yeah.
Actually, the exact opposite, Mike.
Really?
Because we are the champions of the world a couple times during the song, but in the end, they just leave it at world.
Huh.
I gotta listen to this now.
Yeah, I had to go listen to the song.
Well, I
Actually-
was telling. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was telling Marty the anniversary of Live Aid 40 years was this past Sunday.
Yeah.
So,
Have you
yeah,
seen who was in that concert? That was
Yeah.
a hell of a concert. If you look at the list of people that played in that.
Well,
It's
I was 17 at the time, and so I told Marty, I can remember sitting in my basement watching it and not wanting to go to bed. I was like, I've got to watch the whole thing. I can't go to sleep. You know,
Yeah.
the next act's coming up, and it's going to be so and so. It was, yeah. You just sat there in front of the TV. My parents were like, "What are you doing?" So yeah. And Marty, you can share your stupid moment of life.
Farm Aid, yeah, Farm Aid. When I was in college at must be University of Illinois, they had the very first Farm Aid right across the street from my dorm, and I did not go.
Oh
What?
man.
No. Come on, Marty. What happened?
Shame.
I was
Shame.
I was
A lot of-
studying.
You were studying?
I was in engineering school. I had to study.
Yeah.
He was in a party.
On the bright side, you got a degree.
Yeah.
I did. And so tonight, after I was putting this presentation together, and I was like, I really need to listen to this song. So we sat down to dinner with my wife, and I said, "Hey Alexa, play "We Are the Champions." And my wife looked at me funny, like, "That's a strange dinner music request."
Well, you're celebrating a feast. You brought
That's right.
you brought home a fine meal in your house. I don't know. It sounds like a celebratory
Got
moment.
home from work. Maybe.
Yeah. Long day of work. You got a fine meal on the table with your family and under a roof. You're not getting rained on. Sounds worth celebrating.
Yeah.
Marty standing up in his t-shirt and his wrist or his armband and singing "We Are the Champions" for everybody.
Right, in my underwear.
That's right.
The Fruit of the Loom.
With the Fruit Loom.
Oh,
Hopefully not the one with the banana.
All right. Speaking of Fruit Loops, another Mandela effect. Does this look right to you?
I think so.
It's FROOT, isn't it? It's like the fruit is spelled. I don't think it can be spelled fruit that way.
So that's like a government thing, huh?
yes.
I don't know.
I think,
Or I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe it's spelled that way. I don't know. But I think it's
I'm going with
FROOT.
Terence.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're
I don't
very
think
well-founded.
I don't think you can call whatever that is fruit legally.
Yeah, they're probably got in trouble. So this the correct one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's a good source of fiber, and it's made with whole grain. So
There you go.
good for you.
And there's 2 bags in that box. That must be a family box.
Yeah. That's because somebody can't remember to crunch up the bag after they open the cereal box. That's like one of my pet peeves. It's like you open the cereal box and then you leave the bag
Oh, I hate that.
So it gets stale. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stale the next day. Yep, absolutely.
All right. Good Chicago one.
Oh yeah,
So everybody remembers this.
absolutely.
Air
I don't
Jordan.
think is the ball in the picture.
Yeah.
Is it?
This is the real logo.
That's the real one. Okay.
But so like, what is this from?
It's from the All-Star game.
The slam dunk contest?
Yeah, the slam dunk contest.
I think it's from like a basket. I think they did like a shoot in a basketball court or something like that.
This is nothing to do with the Michael Jordan logo, right?
It is. This is Michael.
Yeah.
Jordan.
He's
Yeah,
asking where it
okay.
came-
Huh. What? Isn't that the correct one? Oh boy.
This is the
I mean-
correct. So the
I mean,
question
it's from Nike. You know.
is: it from the All-Star Game slam dunk contest?
No,
yeah.
no, I think it's a photo shoot they did. He was like in a street court or something. I don't think.
He's wearing
Yeah,
pants, so that's a good clue. Like you
Yeah.
can kind of see he's wearing pants.
yeah.
Yeah.
But a bunch of people say it's from the All-Star Game. That's a great picture, though.
That
That's
was
a great picture. Look at that.
It's a great
Got
time
some-
in Chicago history.
Yes. We haven't had those since then.
No,
Oh, well, you just had the Blackhawks.
Yeah. And the Cubs.
The guy couldn't beat Larry Bird, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
He couldn't
Yeah.
beat Larry Bird.
not many
Good.
people could.
No.
All right, I got another Chicago sports thing.
Uh-oh.
This is for you, Mike. Chicago White Sox.
Mm-hmm.
Their last World Series they won was 1917.
Not the last one. The last one was
The last
2005.
two-
They just had
2005.
they just had the
25,
anniversary of it. They just had the anniversary of it on Saturday. So watch
Yeah.
yourself.
I watched that during the reason I know it's 05 is it was like I just moved to Florida and like a hurricane hit and like everything was blacked out and like I think by the third game or something I was able to watch it, but I was able to finally see one of the games after a couple of days of blackout.
Well, here you want to know how I remember it? And my wife and I were just talking about this weekend. In the middle of this championship run, my ex-wife says, "I want a divorce." I'm like, you just ruined. You just
Yeah.
ruined. You ruined what should be the happiest time of my life. I'm like, are you kidding me? So
She really
go
did
ahead.
not. The White Sox.
Yeah.
She was a Cubs fan, huh?
But
I think that announcement, the worst part about it was it ruined the White Sox season. That's probably a sign it was time to go. She might have done you a favor.
She could have. Yes, that's right. That's right. I did better. As I tell everybody, I did better on the second round.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
You know.
Thank God.
So
there's
go
a
ahead,
lot.
Marty. I'm
There's
sorry.
a lot of people who completely forget the 2005. The Sox won in 2005. Like even baseball announcers.
Mark Burley.
Yeah.
Well, the key thing is there is a picture right there. That picture of Bobby Jenks who just passed away.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It
Yep.
just that was
That was
Yeah.
sad.
He was young.
yeah.
That's
I can remember watching. I still have a DVD collection of all the championship games. So
Young
yeah.
kids these days are gonna say, "What's a DVD?"
yeah.
What's
So really, that's what people say is they forget about 2005.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
I've heard announcers do it. They like
that's crazy.
yeah.
We don't get any respect.
No respect.
Oh, Joe, stop your whining.
Red Sox, yeah.
Oh, I can already tell you where this one's going.
All right. So Casablanca.
Yeah.
Of all the gin joints,
Yeah, what is that whole
All
all
the
the gin joints?
joints in all the world. She had to
And all
walk
the-
in the mine or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then one of the other famous lines is "Play it again, Sam."
Sam. Yeah.
We'll always have Paris.
Yeah.
It's the beginning of a beautiful relationship.
So the Mandela effect for this one is he doesn't ever actually say "Play it again, Sam."
What does
Really?
it say?
Yeah, Ilsa says, "Play it." What's the name of the song? I can't even remember the name of the song. He says, "Play play whatever the name of the song is. Play it, Sam. And he goes, play it. And they never say play it again, Sam.
Huh.
Really?
Although that's funny because like I know that line is associated with that movie, but I didn't remember. I didn't remember the line. I just when somebody says it, I go, oh yeah.
Yeah. I think I've watched the movie once, so it's not one of those that I would have embedded in my memory completely.
Yeah.
But I always hear people say, play it again, Sam.
No, for sure. Yeah. It's
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
I'm telling you, they lied to us. They just deleted it.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
Here's another good one. Star Trek.
Yep.
The beam me up, Scotty.
Yes.
Does he ever say beam me up, Scotty?
I don't think he says Scotty. I think he says beat me up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Is that what it is?
He never says
Really?
beam me up, Scotty. He says beam us up, Scotty, I think. Or Scotty, beam us up.
Yes.
And he says beam me up, but he never says beam me up, Scotty.
Wow.
But I think they said it. Don't they say it in the actual movies? Don't at some point I thought they come back and they say it in one of the full length movies. So
You know,
I could be wrong.
I'll tell you one that I thought was something like this, but it turned out that I guess they cut it out because of the times change. Is in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, like the Isle of Misfit Toys. Like I guess in the original, like because you never see what happens to them, but like I remember as a kid, like them being delivered to other kids. Like I remember them like, but they delivered them, I guess, to kids with disabilities, which I guess was not PC.
I remember that, yeah.
So they cut it out. So you never see what happened if like Santa ever like took care of them or whatever. But I thought I was like I could have sworn there was this other part. I'm like I have a memory of it, but like I guess it was because there actually at one point they just cut it out because they thought it was a bad look to give the you're a train with square wheels. We'll give you a kid who can't walk.
Yes.
not probably the right message.
No. Oh.
I didn't realize they were still editing that. I guess they.
Yeah, that part is not on there anymore.
Huh.
So that's what I said. They edited it.
Yeah.
Well, that they did.
Okay.
All right.
Uh-oh.
More Star Wars.
C-3PO and R2-D2. So you remember C-3PO?
Yep.
Was he all gold?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you certain?
His eyes were not gold. I know his eyes were not gold.
But all his body parts.
I mean, that looks like him there. I would question that look of him right there.
I thought, yeah.
I'm not showing the bottom.
Don't say what? What? No.
Got a silver leg.
Was
Really?
this before or after the whatever it was attacked him?
Oh yeah. Those weird creatures. They recycled them.
Yes.
I don't know. I think he always had a silver leg.
Did
Really?
he really? Okay.
What?
Holy moly!
I did
Now
not
I'm gonna have
know
to go
that.
back and watch it.
Yeah.
Now I'm starting to question my whole life. I was so positive for a while there. Now
So he's
I've got some doubts.
He really has a silver leg. Wow.
You were grounded right up until then, Terence.
Yeah. You pulled the rug out from me at the end.
I kind of wish they would go back and remake this movie.
Yeah.
It's better.
Oh no, they would totally ruin it.
Yeah.
Not change anything, but just make the effects better.
I can't imagine that they wouldn't totally ruin it.
No, they would change it. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
they'd ruin it.
Yeah. Oh, here's this one is going to blow your mind. Mandela effect here is: was there a cigar brand called Casa Fernandez? Anyone remember that?
Indeed, there was. It looks like the Fonseca F.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
And now they all look like this.
I think they look better now, quite frankly.
What a great branding job.
They do look better. You should be proud of that.
All the sticks are so good.
Thank you.
Should we take a break here and run our ads?
One. So.
Oh, that's the last one. Okay.
Well,
Let's take a quick break. We'll run our ads and then we'll come back and we'll have some questions and some deep dives with Terrence. Stay tuned.
Step into luxury at Ultimate Cigar Lounge, where passion meets perfection. Discover a world of premium cigars, hand-selected from the finest tobacco regions. From bold beginners to seasoned aficionados, our curated collection delights every palate. Grab a cigar from our amazing selection, pair it with freshly brewed coffee or fine spirits, and sit back and relax in an atmosphere of elegance and warmth. Ultimate Cigar Lounge, your haven for unforgettable moments. Visit us today and ignite your senses. Ultimate Cigar Lounge, located in Villa Park, Illinois. Open daily.
We will say that through a lot of pushing and pulling, I finally got Ultimate Cigar Lounge to stock and supply the full line of Aganorsa cigars. So
yes,
you guys are great human beings. Thank you.
Joshua came through.
Joshua came through. Yep. Is the one that gave me the sign.
Well, thank you. No, again, I say it all the time. It's like that's so much more powerful than anything I can say, you know. And it's a beautiful lounge too. But I think it's a different owner now, is it not?
It's a different owner now. Yep.
Yeah. Because I met the previous owner a few years ago, but I haven't had the pleasure of meeting the new owner yet. So I'll have to send him a thank you card, and all of you guys as well.
I'm excited.
Let's do this one. Let's do this one for Chris, and we'll jump back into it.
Looking for the ultimate eyewear experience in Chicagoland? Discover Eyewear Fix, your premier eyewear store for over 28 years. From sunglasses to sports glasses to safety gear, we've got it all at every price point. Bring your prescription, and we'll handle the rest. Our appointment-only office offers a private, concierge-style experience tailored to your busy schedule. Call or text Chris at 630-853-4167 to book your visit and see why Eyewear Fix surpasses expectations. Eyewear Fix, where style meets precision. Get your fix today.
Feel nice.
I want somebody like Joe Machado to call Chris and say, "Hey, can I set up an appointment? I'm going to come up from Florida and set that up with you."
That'll be cool. That'll be very cool.
Yeah. So awesome. Well, Teddy, I know you've got a question for Terrence. So you're dying to ask him, and then while you're doing that, I'm going to pull in some stuff that we want to ask Terrence about here. Go right ahead.
So you probably, you know, this question was asked a lot of times, but what other brands you smoke besides Aganorsa Leaf?
So I when I have something that's not Aganorsa, and again, I'm taking out anything that we make as well, obviously. Yeah. I usually like something that's very different, you know, because it's like, well, I'll just smoke Aganorsa if I want, you know, something like that. So Aladino, I think, is a great brand. Placencia is a great brand. You know, and then there's lots of companies that do something. I'm also biased to some of the Casada stuff because I was involved in that, so I'll leave that out because that's not fair. But you know, like there'll be a cigar from Saka, a cigar from La Zona, from Espinosa, a cigar from, or multiple cigars like L'Orange from Espinosa is like one of my favorites. The 601 Maduro is a great cigar. What else out there? And again, like I said, there's just I had something from my friend John Carney. He's with Bentley now, and it was a brand you know that he introduced me to, and I had something from him I really enjoyed. So honestly, I would say I almost enjoy myself more when I'm smoking somebody else's cigar because I have no. Like there's nothing on me. Like if it doesn't work out or I don't like it, it's like, oh, whatever, you know. Where it's like anytime I'm smoking our cigars, I tend to end up analyzing it a lot. And it's funny. One time I came home from a trip and it wasn't too late, but it was late enough. Everyone was in bed, but it wasn't like midnight or something. It was like 10:30 or something. I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna sit out and have a cigar and relax. And I poured a drink and I had a cigar. And I didn't think about anything, and I just enjoyed it and relaxed. And I was like, "This is really wonderful." I mean, I need to do this more. So, again, it's not coal mining, so I don't want to make it sound like I'm doing this arduous thing, but it's very different when you have some involvement with it because you start looking at it, you know, in a more analytical way than just enjoying the cigar for what it is.
Yeah. What's your favorite cigar from the core line?
From like all the core lines or like
all of them. Like, what's your favorite?
No, I would probably say the Anniversario Corojo is probably my favorite from the core line. What I smoke the most is the Validation Connecticut. It's not my favorite, but I like it a lot, and I can smoke when I visit stores, for instance. Like I can see 6 stores in a day, and if I'm smoking heavy cigars, 6, 7, 8, by the last one, you're kind of like, oh man, this is getting, you're not enjoying them the way that you would like to. But at the same time, if you don't have a cigar at all, the guy's kind of like, you came to visit me. We're not, I haven't seen you in a year. You're not gonna have a cigar with me. So it kind of sets the bad tone. It's like ordering the salad when you go out, to the steakhouse. So the Validation Connecticut, I can smoke that throughout the day, and it just has great flavor. And that and like the Guardian of the Farm Rambo is another one. I can always smoke that cigar. I can have it any time. So
That's a good cigar, yeah.
I smoke those more.
Yeah.
But if it's something like, I know I'm just gonna have one or something like that. It's not the core line, but the Rare Leaf Maduro is my favorite. But I don't smoke it very often because I only have it usually if I'm gonna have like that one cigar, and that's it.
Yeah. See, I always go with Lunatic. It's just my go-to every week when I work at the lounge. Lunatics, it's one of my favorite ones.
Which size?
The one I'm smoking now is the little Robusto, but usually I'm not going the big Lunatic, not the 7x80, but the smaller than that. The Toro.
Yeah, the Hombre Libre.
Yeah. Habano or Maduro is one of my favorites. So, and the JFR Maduro and the Connecticut sells a lot at the lounge. That's the ones we always had all these years.
One of my jokes is if I had to pay for all my cigars, I'd be smoking a hell of a lot of JFR. I have the fortunate benefit of I don't have to pay for most of them, so I have a little bit more flexibility in what I smoke. But like to be honest, one of the reasons I joined the company is one of the cigars they gave me when I started was JFR Super Toro Corojo. And again, it's a simple band. It's in a 50 count box. It doesn't have a lot of frills to it. So I was kind of like, this is what you're giving me to kind of impress me about the company. But then I smoked it. I'm like, how much is this thing? I'm like, oh man, like
you can't beat the price.
Yeah.
You can't.
I was like, this cigar. In fact, like I remember one time like saying, like retails for $7 or something like that, or I forget what size it was. All right, I said, and it's $7. She goes, okay, so 7. So I could sell that for about 15. And I was like, no, it's the retail.
No, it's the retail. Yeah, exactly.
So it's a great. I think that one of the advantages we have is that like for the price point, we're tough to beat. We really keep in mind people have to take their money out of their wallet that they've worked hard for and buy a cigar. And for us, really any price point, I think we have the best value on the market. And that's. Yeah, I think so. I think even like if you look at Anniversarios, which are like $12 to like $17, that's not inexpensive. But those, 5-year aged tobaccos, beautifully, presented. Usually, I think almost like any cigar that we have, like when you see it and then you smoke it, usually the idea would be the person would be like, oh man, that's a great price for that, man. I would have paid more for that. That's how good it is. So that we always kind of try to do that because there's lots of great cigars out there. Very few companies have both the ability because we're vertically integrated. Not everyone's vertically integrated, and the desire. I mean, we never started doing this, $50 cigar stuff. Which again, not to say a cigar can't be 50 or 100 or more, but it just seemed like all of a sudden everybody had these expensive cigars, and we didn't want to just do that for the sake of doing it. We've tried to really keep the prices down as best we can, because I think in the long run, you need guys that are going to be able to afford to smoke on a consistent basis your product.
Yep. Yeah, no, exactly.
And my last question, what's your plans for the years to come with Agrinorsa?
So it's a great question. I mean, so for us, it's really, I think, there's different stages, and I'd say we're kind of at stage 2 where you're basically, you're looking to kind of solidify your place in humidors. I think in the beginning, there's more of a desire to come out with limited stuff, to come out with different kind of projects and see kind of what's going to, land well and what's not and everything. And now we have some proven winners and really getting those into the hands and again, anyone who's at a lounge realizes this. There's certain guys at a lounge, for instance, that are there and they know everything. They probably could tell me more about our cigars than I know. You know, that they really, and they try everything, and you know, they have a rotation of cigars, everything. And those guys are great when you start, because they generate enthusiasm, they generate excitement, they tell other people about the brand. There's this brand that you probably haven't heard of, you got to try it. And then you get into the hands, which is really the sweet spot, are the guys that are not as interested in kind of the information. They just know the brand, they recognize it, they know it's good, they know it's consistent, and they see, oh, Aganorsa, that means that's a Nicaraguan cigar. They got great price points because they're vertically integrated and they have this kind of signature taste. Yeah, and I love that Connecticut. And they don't like, even maybe that's too extensive for them. It's those people that are the biggest consumers, though. You know, I always joke around, like, I'm a bourbon guy. I love a lot of different spirits, but let's just say bourbon, for instance. I've been on the bourbon trail. I could probably have an intelligent conversation with you about a lot of bourbons. I've never been in a bourbon trading group. I'm not in bourbon clubs, any of that. And I'm probably at a much higher level than 85% of the population. So the average guy, he's walking in that humidor. He doesn't want to, think about too much for the most part. He just wants to go. He's there to relax. He wants something he knows he's not going to waste his money on, and that he's going to be able to count on to enjoy, and that's it. And that's a different type of that takes longer to capture those people. One, because they're great customers. If they're happy with the brand they have, they don't switch. They just they stick with that.
Exactly.
Brand. Yeah. And so it takes a while to convert those guys. Why? Well, the cigar he likes, the price keeps going up on it, and now he's starting to say, well, maybe there's something out there that I could enjoy just as much, that I'm not spending as much on, this, or they run into an issue, or there's a supply problem where he can't get his hands on it, and and the store doesn't have it, and so you have to look for those opportunities to grab those guys, because they're not looking for you. They'd be happy if the cigar that they currently enjoy just keeps going the way it is. So. That's kind of the plan. In the second, stage is to get that type of consumer on board, and I think we're doing a good job, but we've got a ways to go. But definitely, I see people. Well, it's always nice, to be honest with you, and I appreciate when people recognize me or meet me, and that means something to them. It's always super rewarding. But the most meaningful thing is they're like, I love Aganorsa, and they have no idea who I am. They're like, what? Nah, I just buy. Nah, that's a great cigar. I buy it all the time. Oh, you work there? Oh, that's the best thing you can hear, because that means it's if it relies on me to get everybody to smoke it, we've got a problem. I mean, I just unless we start cloning me or we get that teleportation device we show in Star Trek, it's just not possible. So you need to get people to start. To build awareness, and again, that comes from guys like you who talk a retailer into bringing the brand, who tell other people about it that maybe aren't as attentive to what's going on in the industry as you guys are. So that's kind of where we're at.
Beautiful.
So Mr. Zeno himself, Terence La Reem, is telling us that you never relax. You're the hardest working man in the industry, which means you're always hard.
No, he's he's a mentally ill person, and I'm just glad they let him out of the mental asylum to drive that truck around. I'll tell you something about that guy, though. I've seen that guy set up that I don't know if you've seen the Zeno thing. He's got this whole lounge.
Yellow van.
The yellow van. It's, to be honest, it's awesome. It's this whole lounge with chairs, and it took him like an hour in the sweltering heat to set that thing up. I saw him do it, and I was like, this guy's driving all over the country. Everybody works. I mean, he's a great example. This industry is there's not too many people that are successful that aren't working really hard. So I think everybody works hard, and he's certainly a good example.
I remember it was on the Cigar Authority. I was listening to it, and Law was there to do an event, and Dave Garofalo was saying he couldn't believe how fast he set up the whole thing. He's like, it wasn't set up, and all of a sudden it's set up. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, Fireborn has a question. He wants to know, what cigar of Aganorsa line does Terence most want to tweak, and in what way? Sorry.
That's an interesting question. I often think of tweaks more in terms of like less about like make them taste different. I kind of leave more of that to a large degree to the guys at the factory. I do make some changes in the sense of like, okay, if it's called, I mean, I'm making this up, but if it was called Simtex and it was mild, that doesn't work. You know, it would have to be like, well, this is not going to work. You know, so we're going to have to make it stronger. We're going to have to add this to it. It should probably be a dark cigar. Not that that means anything, but the perception is a darker cigar is stronger. So we need to put all the things in place that will go align with what the brand is. So that's kind of more of my tweaks and things. I'll be like, well, would that size work in this better? Would this, what wrapper would be, a good addition, or, I think more in terms of that. I don't think too much. Those guys have been doing it a long time down there. I try not to second guess them. And I also, my personal preferences, quite frankly, are irrelevant. Obviously, I love our cigars. I wouldn't work here if I didn't. But I always joke about the Lanceros. Like, I like Lanceros, but we can't produce more of them because I like them. We have to actually sell these things. And I'm not an 8x80 guy, quite frankly. I don't smoke them very often, but we sell tons of them. And so, like, it's not for me. We're in the suggestion business, in the listening business. We're not in the telling people what to do business. And so my job more is to really just listen to the consumer and hear what they want and make adjustments based on that, not based on what I want.
The JFR 20th, that could end up being my favorite cigar. I mean, it's phenomenal. Again, I'm stealing Juan Cancel's line of phenomenal, but
phenomenal.
Yeah. Have you guys seen a big uptick in that one? I mean, I know it just came out. It just hit stores.
Yeah, I always reserve judgment for after 6 months because it takes 6 months to really kind of see how things. I mean, it started off very well. A couple things. One, JFR is our best known brand. It's been around for 20 years, and again, it was around for 20 years because of a simple principle. We're giving you a cigar that if we dressed it up differently, if we put more into the box, if we put more into the band, if we did all that kind of stuff, we could charge more for it, and people would pay more for it. But instead, we kept it very reasonably priced. Less than what you'd probably be willing to pay for it, because we value, the consumer's money, and that's worked very well. And so even with the 20th anniversary, we wanted to we didn't want like a $20 JFR because, let's keep to that principle and come out at an affordable price point with a blend that, again, we maybe could have charged more for it.
Mm-hmm. Fireborn's got another question, and I guess this sort of follows up with what I just asked. Which line is doing the best and which line is doing the worst?
That's a great. So JFR and Lunatic are bread and butter. Like those cigars, and like I said, talking about getting into that second kind of tier of consumer, a lot of that is guys like that. Like that guy that smokes an 8x80 or 770s, 4 3/4 by 70. That guy is not. He walks in the store, he buys his cigars, and he walks out. He doesn't really. Or sits and smokes it. He's not hanging out really and going on blogs and researching cigars or anything like that. And so those cigars we found certainly a niche with that. It's only really 2 companies really dominate that market. Us and good old Tom Lazuka at Asylum, who's done a great job. And so those are our biggest selling brands. Also, it helps a little bit in the sense that, like, if you want an 8x80, there's not too many options. If you want a Robusto, there's quite a few. So, so that there's that. I would say, I'd say a line that does absolutely terrible. In fact, we're probably gonna have to rebrand it at some point. And it was really I had the JFR as well, but it was the first cigar they gave me was the Buena Cosecha, which is a brand that we have great cigars. We make them up in our little factory in Jalapa. They handed it to me when I started the company, with the company, and I was like, oh man, this kind of looks, weird, but it was a delicious cigar. We've tried to tweak the packaging a little bit and not totally change it, and that just hasn't worked. Doesn't sell at all. But there's a box press torpedo that's just amazing, and if you can find them in a store, grab them because they're delicious. But they don't sell at all. Again, Buena Cosecha means good harvest, good crop, but it doesn't. The person sees that, they might know what Buena means. Cosecha, it's hard to pronounce. People don't want to say things. It doesn't mean anything to them. So there's I always talk about with marketing and things like that. So there's kind of I had this conversation with somebody the other day when I was in Tampa, and there's kind of the two extremes. One extreme is, of course, you say that the tobacco was grown in Castro's beard and it was fermented in a nuclear reactor in North Korea, and you come up with this crazy story and you package it in a glass house or whatever, and that's like one extreme where you have kind of this like BS story and this razzmatazz presentation, and it doesn't really like hold water, right? That's bad marketing. That's the extreme. But the other extreme is you have a great product and you present it poorly, and that's just as bad. And people, you always hear people say, I don't care about the bands, I don't care about the packaging. You take that somebody's favorite cigar and you put Joe Biden's face or Trump's face on the band, they don't feel the same way about it, man. They'll go, I would never smoke something like that, or I would buy a box or whatever. Like it's the same cigar, but when they look at it, they're trying to understand it and see if they relate to it. Like that's kind of what they're trying to do, and if you do that well, then you're more likely to succeed. If you say, hey, this is what this product is, this is what it's meant to be, this is who it's for, that person can kind of say, oh, well, I identify with that, let's try it out. Or they could say, well, that's not really what I'm, that's not me. What else you got? So that's kind of where I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but like the Buena Cosecha, that's what its problem was. And that was quite frankly the problem with the company.
I still have a box. It's still on the shelf, and I like it.
I'm telling you, it's a great cigar.
It's a great cigar.
I buy them when I see them. I probably bought the last few boxes I've seen of them, but it doesn't convey anything to the consumer. And honestly, it was the problem with the company overall when I joined. Again, a lot of Casas out there, a lot of Fernandez's. People would confuse it with AJ or God, and it was just too confusing. And then with the change, I mean, again, we're not like it's still the same tobacco. It's just that we're now presenting it in a better way, in a way that people can understand more, so that they want to try it, because that's the whole thing. He's got to get them to want to try it. If they don't want to try it, then the best cigar you've never tried is one you don't ever smoke. Yeah. So, that's the problem. Guys, I'm hearing a bunch of crazy static and I can't hear you.
I think that's Mike's system has gone wackadoodle.
Yeah. Mike, you sound like you were sucked into the void. All this Mandela effect has kicked in. I think he's getting zapped into the other dimension.
Yeah, he sounds like he's speaking an alien tongue.
Oh my God, we're in the Mandela effect.
That was trippy, Mike.
I think it still might be that way too. Say something.
Now I can't hear him at all.
Yeah. Re-log off and log on and see if it comes back. Yeah.
You talk about Buena Cosecha. Do you think it has something to do with the retails, and lounges? They're not promoting the specific cigar, and that's why.
So I mean, that's a great question. But again, remember, we have to. So that's another important thing. There's two sales. There's the sale to the retailer, and there's the sale to the consumer. So it's on our part to like present things that they understand, that they can easily translate to their consumers. I mean, like the way I always look at the partnership with the retailer, what we try to always work up with is people that everybody wants to win, right? So it's like we can't just think about ourselves, and the store can't think about it. I mean, they can, and we deal with people like that, but like that's not where the real magic or the real productive relationships come from. And so, like, on the one hand, yeah, like it makes a huge difference when the retailer is promoting your brand and talking about it and everything. But at the end of the day, you have to provide him with the tools to do that, and you have to make sure he understands what the brand's about, what they're trying to do, who's the ideal consumer for the different products. So it's a two-way street. It's not just on them. I think sometimes people just blame retailers. Well, if the retailer sold it, it's like the retailer's, he brought it in, he put it in his store. Really, you can't even expect more of that from him than that. We would like to have more, and we incentivize them to do more than that. But like, I don't think that's an expectation you can have where you can be like, okay, now you've bought the cigars, make sure everybody tries it. That's not something you can assume. So you really have to find people who are willing, because you need willing people, and then work with them to get that the word out there.
You're right.
Am I any better?
Oh, you're much better.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
you're there. There sounds like a bird is chirping though.
That's a
That's
cicada.
Teddy. That's Teddy.
Cicadas.
That's me. Yeah, I
Alright.
gotta keep muting it. Yeah.
So Terrence, 2017, December 2017, you started. So are we going to see a anniversary cigar for Terrence's 10-year anniversary?
I highly doubt it. I don't think. Yeah, they'll probably fire me. They'll be done with me by then.
Yeah.
No. Again, and I try. I mean, we do. I do some stuff that's fun. You know, that has some sort of involvement with me or has some sort of focus like me, and I think that's fun, and we do that. But I do think, one, it's not my company. Eduardo has been kind enough to hire me, and I do think there's a danger about making it too much about me. I don't think that's good for the company, quite frankly. I mean, if I get hit by a car tomorrow, now what? You know, you want to create a brand that, as I said before, it's like the best thing I hear is when somebody's like, I have no idea who you are, but my buddy Mike told me this is a great cigar. I've been smoking it ever since. Or you know, I saw the box in the humidor and it just looked incredible. Had to try one, and I've been smoking it ever since. That's really what you're aiming for. And so there's a danger of you make it too much about yourself. You know, you can long term kind of hurt what you're trying to do.
Yeah, and I think what you've done. I mean, you know, I'm biased. Everybody will tell me. Anybody that listens to this podcast knows I'm biased to Aganor.
You're a great man. You don't have to qualify it.
But I think the logo is probably one of the most recognized logos. The flexed arm. I think if somebody just sees that arm, they're it's an Aganorsa. I mean, you know,
Exactly.
It's like, so
yeah, and quite frankly, that I'll be the first to admit, most of what I do basically, and this has really been successful for me. I recommend all of you to do this. Is I just listen to other people and I take their ideas and I just pass them off as my own, and it's been really successful for me. So I don't have that many good ideas. I'm not that smart. But even the arm logo, I mean, that the company had that already when I joined. They weren't using it really, but they had that. And to credit to Nick Melillo is like, man, that logo is great. You really you should use that. And we did. And so, you know, it's really like just hearing what people have to say and keeping an open mind. And yeah, you can't do what every person says, but like if certain people are very knowledgeable in certain areas and you listen to them, and then also to your consumers, you just listen, you hear the same advice over and over and over again. You start saying to yourself, well, maybe there's something we should be doing here if people keep telling us the same thing over and over again all throughout the country. So you just got to kind of listen and pay attention and then execute.
cool. Well, one of the things that we do here is we do a deep dive into your social media, and so I found this picture. I'm curious about this picture because I think this is a young Terence. Am I correct? Is this a young Terence?
That's my uncle Mike, and that's me. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably a year old.
There's
there.
no
God,
khakis. It's hard to tell because there's no khakis on.
There's no khakis, no polo.
Yeah, they're under the blanket. I think I'm wrapped up in a blanket there. You can't see them, under the blanket.
Let's see if I get another one here. Hold on a second here. This looks like trouble. Well, let's see if we can. Where am I at here? There we go.
Oh yeah, so that was
those red eyes right there. That's just nothing but a bad night.
Yeah, that's well, I think that was from the throwaway Kodak or Fuji camera I probably took that picture with. I'm a freshman in college. That was the Delta Chi formal. So the two guys, the guy next to me was my big brother in the fraternity, and the other guy was he was also the guy's big brother, but from a different year. He was a little older than me. So the three of us at Delta Chi formal, winter 1999.
Jeez.
That's my son.
That's my son. Wow.
That's my son.
Wow.
That's not me. But my son looks like me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah. Let's see if I have one more here. Hold on a
How
second.
much time do you get to spend at home now? You're like on the road for.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm very lucky with my wife is very supportive, and when I am home, I spend most of my time. I mean, especially now that he has soccer. I mean, when I was a kid, if you told my father the game was in the next town over, he'd be like, "What? Why so far? Why are we going there?" He's like, "I better bring an extra 6-pack or something." Now, and then you know, like today, like they'll be like, "Yeah, we got an easy week. We're going to Naples and then Orlando." And then to the moon, and then we'll be back. So it's so I spend a lot of time with him with the time that I have free.
Nice. Here's one. You know, again, we want to make you feel a part of the crew. AI did a good job. I mean, it's not quite you, but it's darn close to being you. So
The one on the
wow, yeah.
This is a young Terence.
Man, you guys are good. Yeah,
this is before you even made it to.
That's funny, you know. I'm still with Casada, but it's not. That shows you how I'm aging like milk. That's not even that long ago. That's probably was that 2013? Yeah, that's like
2013.
Well, 12. Yeah, I guess. So I'm in my early 30s. Yeah.
It's still, you know.
You look the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. That's a lie, but I appreciate. Yeah, sometimes the lies are better than the truth.
All right. The other thing we like to do is, being a Chi-Town, the Chicago podcast, we like to see what happened this day in Chicago history. It might be a little bit educational for you too, Marty.
Ooh, nice.
What do you have for us?
This day in Chicago history?
Yes, this day in Chicago history. Do you have anything, or you want me to take it
not.
off? Okay. So back in 1874, the Chicago fire, the Little Chicago Fire, a fire just south of the Loop, devastated 47 acres, destroying 812 buildings and killing around 20 people. So that was big back in 1874.
You guys and your fires, man.
I know.
All the time. It's crazy.
1966, this week in 1966, July 12th to the 15th, was the West Side riots. Racial tensions erupted into Chicago and riots across Chicago's West Side. By July 15th, 1,500 National Guard troops have been called in to restore order after looting, arson, sniper fire, and 2 civilian fatalities.
Yeah, that was during the Democratic National Convention, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you have any uplifting stories for Chicago? This
No. Well,
this got fires and riots. That's all you got.
The worst one comes now is this week in 1995 was the terrible Chicago heat wave. We endured the deadliest heat wave with temperatures over 100 degrees and heat exceeding 115 degrees. We had over 700 people died as a result of that. We had, and I remember all this.
700.
700. There were refrigerated trailers at the Cook County Coroner's office with people with bodies in them. I mean, they literally hired refrigerated trailers to keep the bodies in so they could do autopsies and stuff like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Maybe next time try to balance this out with some positive things that happened in Chicago history.
Marty will be mad because there's 2 White Sox things. Yeah, 1907, the White Sox shut out the New York Highlanders. Later, the Yankees 15-0, which was then the largest margin of defeat for the Yankees. So,
wow.
I didn't find anything on the Cubs, Marty. It was a bad time for the Cubs, I guess.
Today, like the Cubs have 2 outfielders in the All-Star game. So
the 20th century was a bad time for the Cubs.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. So, well, it's been an awesome night. I really appreciate you joining us, taking time out, taking time away from your family. You know, we just got been talking about you being on the road, and here we're pulling you away for almost 2 hours to spend with us and talk about the Mandela effect. But we appreciate it. I will plug for anybody listening tomorrow night. If you're part of the Aganorsa Acolytes group on Facebook, if not, go over and join it. We're about 3,600 people strong right now, which is awesome. But tomorrow, we will have a whereby with Terrence again. And if you have questions or ideas, that's the forum to come and tell Terrence your great ideas. Law Ream wants you to have the Aganorsa trailer tour in 2026. So something to think about.
Yeah.
But it's fun. We'll be giving away, I say we, Terrence will be giving away some hats, black and green. We don't do blue anymore.
And blue. The creme de la creme, the blue hat.
I'm Team Blue, Mike.
That's your problem.
Yep, Team Blue. Team Blue. It's the winning team, as we like to call it.
Yeah, it's funny because Terrence is Team Blue and Fabian is Team Green, so we've got this ongoing battle continually between the two of them. So,
and Mike betrayed me in this case. He's done so much, but he stabbed me in the back at the crucial moment.
I've always been Team Green. It's the Habano is just a great cigar. It's just but yeah, so that'll be tomorrow night. And what else is coming up, Terrence? Where are you going to be? I'm sure you're traveling this week.
God, where am I going? Next week I'm in the Carolinas. I'll be in South Carolina at the guys over at Low Country. SmokingPipes.com is the website. I'll be over there with those guys doing some stuff. I'll be in California in first week of August. I'll be at the Rocky Mountain Cigar Festival mid-August, and then God knows where I'll be after that. I think I go to Ohio or something. So, every other week for the rest of the year, baby. Just I'll be in your neighborhood eventually.
So that's what I want. That's what I want to ask. If we have a cigar event at Ultimate Cigar Lounge with Joshua, you can stop by.
Yeah, and Josh, we just got a new rep for the territory who's doing a great job, Joshua Scarver, and so we're trying to work with him. Fabian is going to be out with him actually in Wisconsin in a couple weeks. At Lake Country Humidor, they have a big festival out there. I don't know what the problem for me is too. Another problem is I don't know how far things are away. So like it's like even in Florida, like people come to Florida and they'll be like, "Hey, I'm in Tampa. You want to hang out tonight?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's 4 hours away." So I always feel kind of bad about telling people where events are because sometimes it's like, well, Wisconsin, that's not that far from Chicago, but it could be like in Green Bay or something. So I never know how far anything goes away.
Yeah. That's always the thing. Is everybody thinks everything's really close, and then you realize no, it's a ways away. So.
No, for sure.
But cool. You need to be in South Carolina in August. I'll be there in August. So.
Oh yeah, we'll just miss each other. Well, like
I know. So,
islands in the stream.
Yeah, exactly. Well, awesome. Like I said, tomorrow night on the Whereby, jump over to the Aganorsa Acolytes page and join us, and we'll see Terrence tomorrow night, boys.
Thank you, Terrence. Thank you.
Really been enjoying this 25th anniversary. It's a great smoke.
Absolutely.
Thank you, guys. No, thank you for having me. This was a lot of fun. I hope I just don't get sucked into another reality when we get off the line here. We might have opened Pandora's box, as they say. There's a
different peril.
Yeah.
A different peril. Yeah.
There you go, Marty. Sign us out. Oh,
all right.
You got a cigar in your mouth.
Teddy, what's your last name?
It's now Poulopoulos. It's Mavrakis.
Okay. Are you from Crete?
No. Maybe my family back in the day, but no. My father is from Samos, is an island by Turkey.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. You're from the islands. Yeah.
Yeah. It's from the and then my grandma.
You have an island last name.
Yes, I do.
All right, everybody, have a great week. We'll see you next Tuesday at 7:30. We've got another guest, Dreamer Cigars.
Adam Gardner.
Adam, yeah, nice.
Adam.
Yeah.
He's a good man.
And put some smoke in the air till then.